much duct tape do you do? Yeah. Duct tape is nice. Look good? Thank you. What? You're lithium? Alright, you. Awesome. And I'm going to be acetate. Alright. So we'll take this first example right here. Lithium plus zinc acetate is going to give us zinc and lithium acetate. So right now I'm acetate, and I'm hanging out with Gianni. So Gianni, let's come over here. Now me and Gianni, we're pretty good friends. We like hanging out. We're acetate and zinc. Our charges match up. We like hanging out. It's a good match. So we're walking down the street. And then I run into my boy Isaiah, and he's lithium, and I'm like, yo, what up? Now it's me and him. Now it's acetate and lithium, because he is higher up on my list. I would much rather hang out with lithium than sorry, that's tough. Now, we're going to reverse the situation. Now it's going to be me and Isaiah hanging out. So we're hanging out. And I might dab up Johnny. But still me and my man Isaiah, because I'm better friends with lithium. He's higher up on the list. I'd much rather hang out with someone higher up on the list, right? He's A-list, he's a B-list celebrity. Alright, thank you for the volunteering. Yeah, so he's more of a Camilla Cabello and you're more of a Noah Cyrus. Appreciate it. So it's just a replacement. One guy replaces the other. If it's higher up on the list, it will replace. Basically, somebody put it very nicely in one of my earlier classes, the more reactive metal will always be bound to the non-metal, okay? The more reactive element will always be bound in the combo. Alright, we did all this, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so let's take a look. We've got copper and aluminum sulfate. So copper and aluminum are my metals. Now I gotta look at my activity series here. Keyshawn. Again, hard to see, but I've got aluminum up here, and I've got copper down here. So, what's that? Am I going to have a reaction? Is copper going to kick out aluminum? Aluminum up here? Copper.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Thank you, Keyshawn. Thank you. Copper is lower down on this list. It's like the Gianni. It's going to hang out down towards the bottom. So, it's going to hang out down here. It's not going to replace aluminum. Aluminum is more reactive. It is going to stay bound to the sulfate. So, you have a question? Go to that. Yeah, can you give me like one more? And then, yeah. Alright. So, that's that. But Kelly, can you predict what we're going to have for our products here? Are we going to have a reaction? No. That, good. Nice. No reaction. Not going to happen. Can't predict if there's not going to be a reaction. Alright. Lead carbonate plus barium. Let's take a look at our activity series. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, Brandon. Barium is up here. Lead's down here. We're going to have a reaction? No. Barium's up here. It's all by itself, and it's also high on the list. So when you're high on the list, typically you want to come in and kick out the thing that's lower on the list. So you think we're going to have a reaction? All right, very nice. Now, Elisa. All right, gotta go that bad? All right. Elisa, what do you think the products are going to be?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, it's just a replacement. All we have to do is just replace the words.
So barium is going to go before?
Yep, it's going to be barium 1. barium carbonate plus lead. It just kicks it out. We get barium carbonate plus lead. It's named a single replacement for a reason. A single element can come in and replace the other. The other one gets kicked out. And now we see what I'm saying? Alright. We're taking some examples, yeah. It's 2. Ah, great question. Okay. So here we have a charge on lead. The charge is 2. But here we do not have a charge on lead. That's because when lead becomes an elemental lead, it's just an element now, it's not in a bond. Here it was an ion, here it's just an element. It doesn't have a charge anymore. It has a charge here because it has to bond with carbon. But we have kind of a shifting of electrons when this reaction goes down, and we get lead by itself. It no longer has a charge. When something's by itself, it's uncharged. You might want to write that down. When something is by itself, when an element is by itself, it's uncharged. So you don't have to put Roman numerals. Now again, these Roman numerals are going to be really useful for you when you go and convert between formula and name, and you can balance it, all that stuff. Alright. So we gave these a shot back in the day, and a lot of you guys just drew on them. Let's try not to do that this time. Alright, so I'm going to give one of these per group. Well, some of you are not good stuff. I'm going to get one of these per group, and I'm going to ask you guys to do number 1 and 2 over on the board right there. You've got to predict the products, convert the name to a formula, and balance the equation just like you have to do on your homework. I'll get you Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, it's me. Here we go. There's some schmutz on some of them. Don't worry, I'll be coming around with some good towels for you. Here we go. All right, Kevin, do me a favor. Kevin, give one of those to everybody. And Cindy, do me a favor. Come on, you said it. All right. So again, you guys are going to do number 1 and 2 only. You're going to first predict the products, then convert names to formulas, then balance the equations, just like you'd be doing on your homework. You are doing number 1 and 2 right here. Calcium plus magnesium sulfide gives me, I don't know what, you'll have to figure it out. And sodium plus silver chloride gives me, who knows? You need the activity series, you're right. I'm going to throw it up on the board right now. I will print them out. Again, I really thought that these were going to be bigger. I apologize. But for now, how's this? Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Alright. This is the activity series you're going to use for these 2 problems. What's up? Potassium at the top. Potassium, sodium, magnesium. Again, tons of room up here. Can we get another one? What? Yeah. Want to? Alright. Up on my ledge of pencils up there, I have a bow and stuff. You guys see the little, yeah, there it is. Actually, hey, you know what? Scratch that. Just do number 1, and then we'll go over it. What's higher? Alright, now, down here. Down. So calcium was, nope, not this one.
They're like,
Yeah. Plus magnesium.
I'm alright.
Magnesium and sulfide.
It was like, it was just that were at the place. Now we're called that guy, and some convert to form.
Do it. Is it always on the right side or the left side? West. Oh. You guys gonna fight? Fight? You don't?
All right, let's do this real quick. So, calcium plus magnesium sulfide. So, Julie, what's higher up on my list here? Is it calcium or is it magnesium?
Magnesium.
Thanks, Julie. Calcium's higher up than magnesium on the list. Calcium's all the way up here. Magnesium's just below it. So, Abraham, what are you showing me up there?
I don't know. It's this.
What's it say?
Calcium. Sulfide plus magnesium.
Awesome. So what's going to happen is, because calcium is higher up on the list, calcium is going to come in and it is going to kick out
Good partners.
magnesium. Goodbye, magnesium. See you later.
There you go, baby.
That's going to give us, what again?
Calcium sulfide plus magnesium.
Alright, that's going to give us calcium sulfide. All we do is replace it. Single replacement, just comes in and replaces it. We get calcium sulfide plus magnesium. What got replaced?